Hello, Aries. Hello, my fire family. How you doing, friends? I hope you're well. Thanks so much for clicking here. I am doing 9 card reads this week. Let's find out what's going on for you. Let's get some cards on the table. Aries. This reading is not just for Aries Sun. It is also for Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs. So if I mention any other signs throughout the read, that's because it is for other people who have different sun signs who come here for Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter signs. So it is a general reading. Thanks for showing up here, friend. I appreciate you, and I really, really would appreciate a thumbs up, or if you could hype me, that would be awesome. Thank you. If you like this programming, I appreciate it. If you like this read, and I'm going to tell you about, at the end of this read, I'm going to tell you about the extended. I'm also going to tell you how to find a private read if that's what you'd like to do. Let's find out what's going on for you. 9-card read for Aries, the fire family, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Your season is just a week away, right? Week-ish. Let's talk about the 8 of Cups first. All right. Why is the 8 of Cups here? I've got 2 at the same time here. Somebody is looking for an answer within. Should I stay or should I go now? That's what it feels like. Should I stay or should I go now? Feels like this hermit here is holding this light out to the high priestess, and it feels like I'm looking for an answer within, is what it feels like here. Looking for an answer within. There is an 8 of Cups here. Should I stay? Should I walk away? Am I settling? Am I settling? I think somebody here is in silence. This is an internal struggle. Maybe it's not so much a struggle as it is maybe a decision you're trying to make about whether you should just walk away from something or not. Tell me about Aries. Tell me about Aries. Ooh, boy. Because you know if you walk away, it's the end. That's it. You know if you walk away, when you pull the plug, Aries, when you pull the plug and you walk away, that's it. That's it. I'm not going back. So I feel like you know that if you do decide to walk away and release this, you're done. So I think that's why you're here in this energy of silently going within, trying to find an answer here. I feel like it's sort of a dark time for you right now. It feels like you thought something was going to work out better than it did. And now you find yourself in the dark learning a lesson. Because look, the hermit energy is a place where you go for self-preservation. You start looking at what wounded you or why you reacted to something the way you did. I've got the Page of Swords, so you're thinking about it. I think this is triggering something from your childhood. Also, the Page of Swords is about observation. Observations that change something. Because there are butterflies all around this particular page in this deck, right? And so I feel like something that you've been observing is changing how you view a situation. Got the High Priestess sort of looking up and over at the 8 of Cups here, and it feels like you're something that you're seeing or observing or learning is changing how you look at something, your view of something, because you've been watching it. You've changed your mind on something here. Yeah, the World card. Somebody here really is wondering if I should go. Well, I think that you don't see that there's any reason to stay, honestly, with the World card here. You know, this feels like hang on, a song's coming in. I'm clairaudient, y'all. I'm always getting songs. Why am I getting this? What's this, Charlie? Say something, I'm giving up on you. Yeah. Somebody's giving up on someone else or a situation. But I know that if I do decide to detach or walk away, that's it. It's over. I'm never going back. Someone is really going over what they want for themselves. You're no longer now looking at what is best for everyone outside of you. I think that you know that this is a major and permanent change, and I feel like you're trying to find a reason not to go. Give me one reason to stay here and I'll turn right back around. That's Tracy Chapman, right? It feels like you want someone to give you a reason to stay. Tell me more about Aries. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Knight of Swords. Ooh, are you going to say something? I feel like you've already made the decision. I think this decision is already made in the mind, and I don't think you've brought it to the Pentacle world yet, but we do have a new beginning in the Pentacle world. It feels like an investment of some sort. I think that you're going to, when you do finally say something, I think you will. I think you've already decided that you're bringing the truth into the situation. And this being Gemini energy, I feel like you're just about to just say it. I feel like this this Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords tells me that it could have to do with money. Like maybe somebody is aggressively spending money. We have to have a very aggressive talk about money. It feels like somebody is bleeding you dry, or somebody is spending all the money faster than you can make it. Something has to change. We've got butterflies around the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords. Something has to change here. But I think you're on the verge of walking away and starting all over again. One more card here. Got the Ace of Cups, because you need to be happy. You need to be happy, my friend. There was a time in your life that I feel that everything was overflowing, and it feels like you're thinking about closing a door, possibly. I think it's many things. So it feels like it's the Hermit energy is telling me that you're trying to search within yourself, spend time by yourself. Maybe you're a person who goes on walks or whatever it is. I feel like you're searching within yourself, trying to get the answer from your intuition. Because you're about to walk away, and I feel like you need more information, or you're feeling like at least this deserves a conversation. It feels like somebody's aggressively spending money, or somebody is like maybe a perpetual student. There are people who just want to keep learning and not really go out into the workforce and work about it. We could be talking about this all about a child. It could be about that. Let's put down 2 cards. We'll see what's going on underneath the surface, and then we'll do a little bit of clarifying. Tell me what's going on for Aries under the surface. 5 of Cups. So I feel like the hard part is if I walk away, I'm never going back, because I don't think you do anything halfway, Aries. And I feel like you're really wanting clarity. You're really digging deep. I feel like you're digging deep here into your intuition, because you don't want to be in regret about a decision. Gosh. Whew. Look, the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Cups are here. And when I see more than 1 5 in a reading, something's about to change very quickly. But listen, I feel like this energy of you trying to understand, or I really do feel that you want to stay where you are. Stay in the house that you're in, stay in the relationship you're in, stay in the job that you're in. Whatever it is you want to stay. I feel like you do want to stay, but I don't think you can trust the situation or trust the person. We've got 5, 6, 7 swords here now. It feels like you can't trust this person, or you don't trust that this person is someone who isn't going to continue to either aggressively spend, or this person might be someone that whenever you bring truth to them, that they don't want to talk about the truth, so it ends up in an argument or a fight. Let's talk about the High Priestess. No, I think we need to talk about the 8 of Cups. Let's talk about that, because I feel like there's something here that you know that if you go, you're never coming back. Tell me about the Eight of Cups. What are we walking away from? I feel like the detached energy. So the thing is I think the Eight of Cups is yours, because I don't think that you could have like an air sign energy for sure in your moon, rising, Venus, or Jupiter. It could be that. But I feel like you're in the Eight of Cups because someone else is the air sign, is what it feels like. Or somebody who's Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, but I feel like it's somebody who I feel is kind of aggressive in what they say and what they do. But understand, I think that they get aggravated or start a fight because they're lying about something. Something is under the surface. Tell me about the Eight of Cups. We've got the Hierophant. You're walking away from some sort of a commitment. It could be a marriage. It could be a corporation. Could be some sort of structure that you've taken a really long time to build. The Eight of Wands is here. And the Ten of Cups is here. This is a marriage. This feels to be like a marriage or a serious union. Something that I'm very serious about. I thought we were moving forward to marriage. It could be that for some of you, you could be married, and for others of you, you could be in a very serious relationship here that was moving toward marriage. You might have children with this person, maybe you don't, but it feels like this is what I'm talking about here. Somebody here is thinking, do I really... Oh, you're looking for the Two Cups, yes. Because I'm just looking, because the 8 is here and then the 10 is here, but where's the 2? 8 and 2 is 10. So it feels like somebody here is like, but where is the Two of Cups? Where's the love? It feels like we communicate about money. It's a very practical union is what I want to say. That we're very much about swords. We're very much about material wealth or money. Or we talk about these things, but I feel like, on the surface we're happy. Should we move forward? Are we happy enough to move forward? I think that somebody here is wondering if they're happy enough to move forward. Tell me what the High Priestess is here. Feels like somebody here is trying to... I think that you're very silent because you want to gather information or observe somebody before you actually make your decision. We've got the Ten of Swords because I feel like you feel betrayed in some way. I feel like somebody's lying to you, Aries. Somebody's been lying to you about something here. The Six of Swords. Should I just cut my losses and go? Because I'm overwhelmed. I can't see a way through it. Somebody here is confused, or there's an illusion going on here. I think that the Page of Swords tells me that you're doing your due diligence. And I really don't know what that means. You are researching something, asking questions, talking to people, looking through bills. I feel like you need to come with the receipts. You know what I mean? Like the credit card bills and why are you spending here? Why are you spending there? Who are you spending this on? It feels like that. I think you want to make a decision about whether to stay or go, but you know that this is going to end up aggressive. I think that the only way to be really emotionally happy is to close this chapter. And when I see the World card on the table with the Hierophant, it does mean divorce. It also does mean, we're closing a chapter, but I think it's for a reason of happiness. I'm really not happy living in Swords and Pentacles. I need more emotion. Somebody here is very detached from their feelings. Tell me what this Ace of Pentacles is. We've got the Four of Wands. Look, it could be like if you're in a relationship with somebody, it feels like somebody's never happy with what they have. So if you bought the house when you got married or when you're moving in together, now they want to upgrade the house. They want to keep upgrading. There's so many people get into debt that do that, right? You end up renegotiating the mortgage or reamortizing the loan or whatever it is. And it feels like somebody here wants to buy a new house or wants to buy a house. We've got the Nine of Wands and we have there's the Two of Cups. Okay. Somebody is getting tired of having to ask for attention, ask for love. I'm getting burnt out. I'm the one who keeps having to try and ask you for it. I kept saying, right, the 8 is here and the 10, but there's no 2. And so I feel like that we are in this place where we maybe live together, but I'm getting really weary about the one who always has to chase you, the one who always has to take you out, buy you things. Like, it feels like a one-sided relationship is what we're talking about. And this could be somebody that you're dating, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be somebody that you're married to, but because the Hierophant is here, it feels like somebody's now finally standing on business and saying, look, maybe I don't want to go to the next level. Maybe I don't want to go to the next level because I don't want you spending all my money. And, we do have to reserve money, and you keep wanting to upgrade. You keep wanting the bigger, better thing, and we can't really afford it. Somebody here is trying to be reasonable with the Pentacles and the Swords, and the other person, I feel, is wanting to spend money. All right, let's talk about this, because like the Knight of Swords is sitting here staring at me. It feels like this is an aggressive conversation that's showing up about somebody who feels like someone's hiding something from them, lying to them. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. We've got the Two of Swords, more swords. The Star is here, and that's Aquarius. And then we have the Judgment card here. We are approaching quickly to the moment of judgment. I feel like you want to make the best decision for everyone involved. I'm just going to say, because that's the star energy is Aquarius, and Aquarius is the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is the one who has the final word, but the one who is making the best decision for everyone involved. The star energy tells me that you do want to heal this. I don't think that you are giving anyone an ultimatum, but I feel like you want to heal this. I feel like you're dealing with broken heart energy here. And this has been a block for you. It feels like every time you bring up finances, every time you bring up, look, are you going to romance me, or am I always going to have to be the one that romances you? It feels like it ends up in fights. Somebody's unreasonable. They just immediately go to the swords. And so somebody wants to know, if I hang around, am I going to be regretting getting into the marriage or moving forward to marriage, right? We have the Eight of Wands and the Hierophant here. Am I going to regret if I move forward to a commitment or moving in or a marriage and a family? Somebody here is making a really big decision to take a completely different turn in their life. The Judgment card tells me that this situation keeps showing up to you, but you keep ignoring it, or you keep putting it off, or I don't want to argue today, or something like that. It feels like what you really want is happiness, but it feels like when you try and tell somebody what you're feeling, that person starts an argument for some reason. Look, I think that you just want the victory. I feel like you're traveling around in the dark night of the soul, friend. The Six of Wands is here, someone who's been in the war and the fight and wants to have their victory emotionally. So, you know what? We're going to go into the extended. We will talk more about this. If you'd like to come into the extended, then please look at the top of the comments. And at the top of the comments, there's a pinned comment. Please click on Read More, and you will see that there's a link to the membership area. I do just membership readings there. I also put all of these extendeds there. So if you're interested in coming there and looking at that stuff, then go ahead and come there with us, and you'll get at least 4 extendeds in a month. If you're interested in a private read, my private reads begin at $25 and they go up from there. Please click the link to Hypsee and you will see all of my pricing and all of my packages. I also take live calls, and I really, really enjoy those. So if you're interested in speaking to me live, please sign up ahead of time, book an appointment, and I will be there whenever you book me, and you will get between 5 and 75% off your reading. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I'm going to go, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Thanks, Aries. Bye-bye.